Good morning. Welcome back to the morning show. Cloud cover to start your day off, but that should clear by the afternoon. Overcast skies. Currently, we are sitting at 1 degree and we are going to reach a high of only 2. And that's going to be in an hour or so. But not to worry, we're still above seasonal temperatures. Right now, we should be sitting at -2. But for today, high of 2, some sunshine in there, and then we're dropping to -3. And much of the same for your wind speeds in terms of it dropping 28 kilometers an hour right now, but that is going to decrease, so you won't have to worry about dealing with the gusty winds later this afternoon. The good news, we don't have any active weather in store for us today or tomorrow, but taking a look at our futurecast radar, we can see that there is snow making its way towards us, and it's set to hit us Saturday. So flurries more than anything, but it's going to last pretty much all day, and then it should clear out by Sunday. In terms of the next 3 days, though, winter is definitely back. Saturday only hitting that freezing mark high of 0. Same thing for Sunday, but take a look at our lows. That's where you can see it gets really cold. Monday and Tuesday, 0 and 1, but our lows -6 and -9, and then Thursday, we're only reaching a high of -5 with a low of -10. Factor in the wind chill that we're probably going to have to bear with. It's going to be quite a cold day. And that is a look at your 7-day forecast.
Well, a new poll finds 3/4 of Torontonians believe that Toronto police should be wearing body cameras. Police are currently in the middle of a pilot project involving body cams, and the majority of those polled believe the cameras are a good way to ensure police officers are accountable for their actions.
I think it makes sense. Right now, we rely on surveillance cameras that may be in the area that cover that incident, and also now cell phone video. So many people are pushing play on that. The problem with cell phone video and surveillance video, you may not have the surveillance video in the area. Cell phone video, people are pushing play at random times, and you don't know, you've missed the beginning.
The thing, though, is that how many different angles did they have of Sammy Yatim getting shot? They had multiple angles.
Well, as soon as something happens, you're whipping out your smartphone. You constantly have it on you. So, but like Carolyn said, it doesn't give you the full story all the time.
I'm not sure the body camera would have. It would have been an interesting view in the Sammy Yatim situation, and this is actually a recommendation. The body cameras are a recommendation stemming from the Yatim situation. But I think it's also going to help the police. It's not only going to give us a more accurate picture of what is exactly happening in that moment, it's going to also help the police when people are charging them or making complaints of police brutality. It is going to also help them too. So I think this just makes sense. The only problem, I've already heard of situations where they're forgetting to turn them on.
They're getting disciplined. If they do forget to turn them on, they do get disciplined for it afterwards. And then another issue that I was reading about is that citizens are concerned for their privacy and for their rights and don't necessarily want to be filmed. I think it's a good idea, but under the Freedom of Information legislation, if you want a copy of the recording or if you want to see it, you can request it. So it is made available to the public and to citizens.
And pretty much when you walk out the door anymore in this day and age, you're going to be taped somewhere.
How many stories have we been doing on privacy, and you're always connected, and someone can always find you. So
also happening, Toronto Police hosting a graduation ceremony for 44 new recruits later today, and this year's class has the highest ever number of women police officers. So that's kind of interesting.
I believe it was 47.7%, so almost half.
Yeah.
Yep, and 34.1% visible minorities.
I'm happy about this.
Yeah. And I like the fact that you mentioned the visible minorities. More than 70% of the class speak a language other than English. I think this is so important.
It's being reflective of Toronto.
Yes, and being able to handle situations and being able to speak another language. And of that 70%, even the majority speak even more than just a second language. They're multilingual. So hugely helpful when you are a police officer, I would imagine.
Yeah.
In a diverse community like ours.
I think this is coming at the perfect time too, especially with the public losing their trust in the police force. So a new revamp, the cameras plus the new hire recruits.
Yeah.
Recruits. Perfect timing for
Well,
everything.
I've always been a big support. most qualified person for the job, but I to what you're saying and following the cases in the Yatim case, and I know another statistic just to throw out there, more than half of Torontonians polled right now believe racism is a serious problem amongst the police force. So you have to address that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if this is one way, well then, so, you know, you got to do it.
All right, let's take a look at traffic. Here's Ari.
Well, thank you once again. We're actually in Mississauga.